what's the cheapest way to start Warhammer 40k? So, what do you need to start playing Warhammer 40k? Well, there's a couple of things. I'll just consult my list. A couple of things you'll need are models, very important. Dice, also important. A tape measure, also very important. You'll need the rules to learn how to play the game. You'll also need a surface and possibly an opponent. Yes. Hello. So, models. First thing. So you're going to need some models. The minimum you're probably going to need is about 1 unit of troops. Going with the way 8th edition is now with the open player, and there's also Shadow War Armageddon, which is also very cool. Small model count, get cracking straight away. So the way to do this, super cheap, is to go on eBay. You can often pick up a already painted unit of models, and you can get playing straight away pretty much, or at least glued up, so you don't have to do any of that. I mean, don't get it wrong, you're missing out on a bit of the fun stuff, but you can get some models pretty cheap. I've seen, quite reliably, a squad of tactical marines, these dudes, anyway, for about £8. I think that's the cheapest I've seen them on eBay, but so about £8 to £10, and other troops I've seen round about £10 to £15, enough to get, start playing with a squad of guys. Yeah. So, second thing you're going to need is you're going to need some dice. Roll the dice, you pay the price. So, in order to do this, you may even have a couple of dice kicking around, steal some from Monopoly, snakes and ladders, that kind of thing. You can probably steal some dice, but if you need to buy them, again, eBay is your best friend. Now, I've seen them on there for a decent amount, for about £1.50 for some D6 dice. Possibly £2, but £1.50 I've seen pretty much the cheapest. Tape measure. So, tape measure. This thing you may already have kicking around in your shed, your garage, your toolbox, your man drawer. You may not. Again, from pound shop, DIY shops, it's probably going to be about £2, maybe £1 even, for a tape measure. Obviously, it needs to measure in inches, but again, you can get one for about £1. Hello. So, another thing you're going to need is the rules. Now, the rules can be downloaded completely free, which is always good. Stop. I'm not condoning, and I'm not telling you, I am not telling you to download illegally. If you go onto Games Workshop's website, right at the bottom, I think it's right at the bottom. Anyway, long story short, all the rules, the basic rules for Warhammer 40k 8th edition is on there, and you can get started pretty much straight away. Hello. So, another thing you're going to need is a surface to play on, something to push these models around on, with maybe a little bit of terrain. So what you could do is, the best area is probably going to be 6 foot by 4 foot, 4 foot by 4 foot. I mean, you can even play on an area like 2 by 2 foot, especially if you're only using a small amount of models. You can, but it's best to do 6 by 4. So most people have a floor. Most people have a table, barring that, a sideboard, something where there's a relative amount of space. As I said, 2 by 4, 4 by 4, 2 by 2, anything cool. Also, friendly local gaming store. They may also have some boards which you can use for free. Terrain you can use for free. Always cool. That's also free. Games Workshop, the actual shop itself, you can go in and you can play for free. So that's free. So you're also going to need an opponent. This is someone you can play against. So ideally, you're going to have 2 sets of models. Now, it's not going to cost an awful lot if you do it that way, but you know, you can have you and your friend. You know, most people have friends, not everyone. Most people have family members, brothers, sisters, you know, that kind of thing. But if not, you can go down to your friendly local gaming store. Most of them know at least a couple of people who possibly want to play. Go down, shake some hands, how do you do, that kind of thing. Again, completely free. Cha-ching! I know. So, at the end of all this, what we've learned is you can start playing Warhammer 40k super cheap. You can do it for around £10 to £11, possibly £19, possibly at most if you're buying 1 unit and all the other things that I just mentioned there. Now, this way isn't the best way, but it is definitely the cheapest way. You know, you do miss out on all the cool hobby stuff in between and beforehand, but it's a good little jump in point so you can go, oh, I like this thing. Maybe I'll buy a box or something. Anyway, top and bottom of it, as it came out, £10, £11. Can't go wrong at that. Yeah. Cool. So, if you like the video, put one of them on it. If you don't, put one of these bad boys on it. If you want to put a comment, anything you think I've missed, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect. Well, anyway, so, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell and you'll get more videos like this one. It's a perfect thing right here. Yeah, and thank you for watching. What? No.